never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Today here on the channel, I'm going to be talking about wrestling, and wrestling. This Saturday night, WWE has their pay-per-view Extreme Rules. We'll talk about that coming up here in a couple of minutes. As always, any thoughts on anything that I will discuss today, please feel free to let me know in the comments section. Got a lot of feedback so far this week throughout the videos I've posted. I always enjoy reading your comments. But this past Sunday afternoon, you missed another great Sunday of a UWF wrestling at the UWF Arena in Colbert, Georgia, located at 6687 Highway 72 W, Colbert, Georgia. Now, they run every other Sunday, so since there is 5 Sundays in October, instead of running on the 1st and 3rd, we'll run on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th. So the next show will be coming up on Sunday afternoon, October the 16th. Doors will open at 4 o'clock and bell time will be 4:30. And already announced for that show is Caleb Crocker versus Mark Davidson. Now, Mark Davidson's been on AEW Dark multiple times. He also wrestles in Puerto Rico, and he also wrestles all around the world. He'll be in the house coming up on October the 16th. Also already announced for that show is Jaden Vane versus Hunter James. Now, Jaden Vane is the Heritage Champion, and this past Sunday he actually lost a capital punishment match to DC Washington, but that match was a non-title match, so he is still the Heritage Champion. He will look to get back on the winning side when he faces Hunter James coming up on October the 16th. So hopefully you will go ahead and circle that date on your calendar right now. And coming up 1 week from this Saturday, October the 15th, I will make my refereeing debut for Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. Hopefully you'll come out and join us there as well. That's 405 Community Court in Monroe, Georgia, and I'll talk more about that coming up next week. But this Saturday, October the 8th, I will be at 244 Livestock Road, Easton Ollie, Georgia, for SWA Fightmare number 17. Now, this is our biggest show of the year. Front row is already sold out. Second row is already sold out, but still plenty of good seats available. There's not a bad seat in the house at the SWA Arena at 244 Livestock Road, Easton Ollie, Georgia. That night, Cade Powers will face off one-on-one against Logan Bloom in a casket match for the New Blood Championship. And also, Bad Jack and Hot Stuff will team up to take on Scott Green and a mystery partner. You'll have to be there Saturday night to find out who the mystery partner is. Going to be a great night. The American Dolls, Grace and Stacy, will be in the house. The SWA Premier Champion, Curtis Coleman, will be in the house. Ryan Staples will be in the house. Yukon Adams will be there as well. James Boulevard will be there this Saturday. All those guys will be there and much, much more. So come on out and join us Saturday night. SWA Fight Mares 17, 244 Livestock Road, East Denali, Georgia. Now, bell time is 7 o'clock. The doors open at 6 o'clock. And since this is our Halloween show, we'll be having a trunk or treat at 5:30 Saturday afternoon, right before the doors open. And then at intermission, if you do so choose to dress up, you can come dressed up and get in the ring at intermission, and everybody in the crowd will decide who is dressed up the best. I always look forward to that because there's always some very, very creative ideas as far as people dressing up. It's not always the usual stuff. It is some strange, weird things. I like seeing that. That's why I love Halloween so much. And this Saturday night is also Extreme Rules for the WWE. Now, they've announced 6 matches so far, but of course we know we have a SmackDown coming up tomorrow night, so they may announce one more match. But so far we have Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Matt Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins in a fight pit match. And that match will have special guest referee Daniel Cormier. Then we're going to have Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a strap match. Bianca Belair versus Bayley in a ladder match for the Raw Women's Championship. Edge goes one-on-one with Finn Balor in an I Quit match. And then we're going to have the Brawling Brutes versus the Imperium in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook 6-man tag team match. So all those matches and maybe more are coming up Saturday night at WWE Extreme Rules. Again, hopefully I'll see you next Sunday at the UWF Arena at 6687 Highway 72, W, Colbert, Georgia. You'll see Caleb Crocker versus Mark Davison. You'll also see Jaden Vane versus Hunter James. And I encourage you to follow UWF on Facebook. It is Ultimate Wrestling Federation. On YouTube, it is Ultimate Wrestling Federation. And each and every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. is UWF. We started 2 weeks ago with episode 1. Last week was episode 2. This Saturday will be episode 3. And follow along on Facebook because just about every day there's a new match posted that you'll be seeing coming up at the next event. You can also follow SWA on Facebook at Southern Wrestling Association. Also on YouTube at Southern Wrestling Association. And when I start going to Southern Fried next Saturday, you can follow them on Facebook at Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. Also on YouTube at Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. Again, any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter? An irrelevant. And that wraps it up with today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.